So, Evan, tell us a little bit about what your message was to your team after this one.
After this game, it's just you have to admire the amount of effort we gave on both ends of the court. And ultimately, like what decided, like we couldn't make our free throws, we couldn't make our layups when they couldn't score either. And we had them, we did. And what those kids learned for the first time in a lot of their careers is that this is a team that can really play with anyone. And this is a team that even against the best teams in their schedule, teams that are now 22-3, that win the conference, that will, if they play well, make it to sectionals, if not state. We can play with them. We are dangerous. And if we come in with the right mindset on both ends of the court, on any given night, we can beat anyone. So I'm very proud of what we saw tonight, and I'm really looking forward to what we'll see in the future of this program.
What were your thoughts halfway through that first half where there was no score? Jump balls galore. I think we counted 15 or 20 jump balls tonight. Just what were your thoughts?
Did they install a lid on the rim? Honestly.
We thought the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Tim, I think if you watch the Niagara game too, I kind of felt the same way. But you know, it's like, man, we were right here with this team. We're fighting right there with the Sevastopol squad, and defensively, they just couldn't handle us defensively and offensively. Like, we had the right strategy. We're trying to slow the game down, work for good looks. And we created them, we just couldn't finish it and capitalize on their mistakes. So I was proud, I was frustrated, I was proud of our kids for how we worked on both ends of the court. Just wish could have pulled away a little bit from them and make them really feel the pressure. As boy, I can tell you right now, we were in their heads, and it showed. It showed.
And defensively, was it a different strategy, or because, I mean, you gave up 66 in that first game that we did it in Gibraltar, 80 points this last one. Was it just executing the defense a little bit differently, or a different scheme altogether?
So you think about it like it's kind of a soccer strategy a little bit, and that's actually my first sport. And what we looked at is like, hey, this is a team that scores in bunches. They hit shots, they get steals in transition, they get layups, and then they just pile on the pressure. Well, if you're able to break their press, which generally speaking we did, and then are able to run effective offense without turning the ball over a ton, which we did, it's basically playing defense by holding the ball and working for good shots. And it's a tried and tested strategy by a lot of the best teams on the soccer side, and that's kind of that shaped my thinking in tonight's game. But I also knew, like, if we tried to run with this team, which we tried to do the last two games, results aren't great. So luckily,
I'm not laughing, but
yeah.
I saw it on here. I actually called the score of Sturgeon soccer.
Yeah.
And I could see it when you said it now. I'm like, yeah, you didn't play. It wasn't a bunch of defense. It was that holding offense that just slowed the pace down and created that frustration. They want to get up and run.
Yeah.
They want to release and wouldn't let them. So it was a great strategy.
It was. I like being a problem solver, and that was my solution tonight. And it didn't work, I know, but it certainly gave us the best shot that we've had at this team in a couple years. So I'll take some credit for that, but I have to give a lot more credit to the players who executed that game plan like 95% of the way. Just shots and a couple turnovers here and there.
Well, Evan, we thank you so much for letting us follow the team this season, and you got a load of confidence going into the next season, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this off season. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do next year. I'm going to miss the seniors that we had play tonight. They gave me everything, especially over these last couple of weeks. So they should be able to hold their heads up high and take a lot of pride. So again, good season. A massive improvement for the last couple of years, and more to look forward to.
Head coach Evan DeBroux joining us on the post-game show after Gibraltar falls in the regional semifinal. Evan, thank you so much.
Welcome, Tim.
Great job.